Meanwhile, the president delivered a speech on Sunday before the inaugural session of the 14th round of the Arab Thought Forum that was held at the Arab League headquarters in Cairo. In his speech, President al-Sisi said that the current challenges facing several Arab countries pose serious threats to the existence of those nations and their people that would require activating an Arab regional defense system. Al-Sisi also stressed that setting up an Arab joint force was one of the tools to defend the Arab causes. The president added that enhancing cooperation should be seen as the cornerstone for achieving the hopes and ambitions of the Arab nations. The president noted that boosting Arab joint investment is important for all of the Arab countries, saying that the Arab national interests should be seen a priority. Concluding his speech, President al-Sisi stressed the role of the Arab League and the Arab Organization for Culture and Science that should be boosted. And we're joined by Ambassador Raqa Ahmed Hassan, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs. Sir, what are the main challenges facing the Arab world meanwhile? And as we've seen, the president stressed on the need to establish a joint Arab force, a very important step that this force is going to face many challenges that are there before the Arab world. Hello?
Aywa?
Yes, Excellency, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the challenges facing the Arab world, and in his call, the president called for strengthening economic cooperation among Arab nations, and also said that it is a real need now to establish the joint Arab force, a very important step now to face the challenges facing the region.
Yes, really, it is badly needed, but unfortunately, it needs also the consensus or the agreement among the Arab countries, because still up to now, we have some countries are against the idea, some other countries saying that they are not willing to join the joint forces. Some countries are unable because of their internal situation. So now it will start partially with some Arab countries, and later on will allow the others according to their willingness to join these forces.
Right. Mr. Ambassador, also strengthening economic cooperation is there on top of the list. So the sense of boosting economic cooperation will definitely reflect positively on the unity of the Arab world.
This is true, because since the 1960s, early in the 60s, there was the idea of the economic and the trade cooperation among the Arab countries, following the steps of the European community at that time, which reached now to be the European Union. Yeah. So, but unfortunately, because the lack of the will, the political will among the Arab countries, and also that the majority of the Arab investments are not used in the Arab countries itself, because we are complementing each other. Some countries that we have the skilled labor and technicians, engineers, and all the necessary human sources for the industry. Some other countries, they have the capital, I mean the money to invest, and also the Arab market are able to, instead of importing everything from abroad, we can produce and we can even go in competition with other blocks like the East Asian countries or the Latin American countries in the Mercosur. But unfortunately, we are lacking the political will. That's why the president, at the beginning of his speech, said that we are in bad need to strengthen the Arab joint work, joint effort, the collective Arab effort. And also to use the strategy, a unified strategy for everything, not only in one aspect, because if we go in one aspect, the other aspects will draw it back and will be like an obstacle in its way.
Right. Excellency Ambassador Raqa Ahmed Hassan, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs, thank you so much for joining Nile TV. Meanwhile, the voters continued to cast their votes Monday in the parliamentary elections in some delayed constituencies in Bahira, Bani Suef and Alexandria. This came in accordance with the judicial verdicts to rerun the elections in those constituencies. The voting process starts at 9 a.m. and lasts till 9 p.m. Cairo local time. The runoff will be held on the 14th and the 15th of December abroad and on the 15th and the 16th inside the country. The spokesman for the armed forces, Brigadier Ahmed Samir, had issued a report on Monday on the outcome of the border guards' efforts in November to secure the strategic frontiers. The spokesman said that a huge amount of smuggled weapons were seized, in addition to 15 tons of narcotics. The reports also said that 20 tunnels on the Egyptian border area with the Palestinian Gaza Strip were destroyed. The tunnels are used for smuggling weapons and by terrorists to infiltrate into the area. And a conscript was killed and 4 others were injured when a roadside bomb hit their vehicle in El Arish city in northern Sinai. The Interior Ministry said that a roadside bomb was planted and exploded when the vehicle passed on the road earlier. And the latest from the General Authority of Petroleum, an Egyptian natural gas company, that said that Egypt has the right to take all the legal procedures to annul the rule of the International Trade Chamber in Geneva. The cabinet spokesman Hossein Al-Qawish said that the Egyptian government is not a partner in the contract. He added meanwhile that the contract is between the General Authority for Petroleum and Natural Gas Company from one side and the Israeli Electricity Company and Middle East Gas Company from the other. He said that an appeal against the ruling will be made by the 2 Egyptian companies and the International Law Office that is concerned.